Progress is improved performance. Fin fans up north, Fin fans in the south, to the east and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Clearly, before we jump in, I just want to ask if you guys can like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Just know that it's going to help us reach our milestone when you do that, so that we can have a merch shelf in our description there. And two, it's going to help so that we can get some polling functions available to us that we can start utilizing at the beginning of the season. Also, if you look at the top there in our channel banner, you'll see a Shop Now button in the bottom right hand corner. If you click that, it'll take you to our merch store. You can check out our cool merch that we have. And every Thursday from now to the end of the season, we're going to be dropping new t-shirts so that you guys can rock to the game and rock it to anywhere you guys go watch the games and stuff at. And with that, let's jump into it. Thank you. So day 9 of Miami Dolphins training camp 2022. It was one of their final 3 practices before next week's joint workouts with Tampa. And it's looking like Skylar Thompson is really making a name for himself. Tua is looking more sharp. And Teddy Bridgewater is looking like that backup quarterback that's going to bring consistency as well. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm thinking Skylar Thompson will make the roster. And also, I believe that with Teddy Bridgewater as a backup as well, and Skylar Thompson, we will go a lot further into the season. So, let's go ahead and jump into some things here. The stars of the day was Waddle. He made a handful of catches for significant gains. He even caught a 65-yard bomb from Tua, and that went for a touchdown. The pass covered about like 25 yards in the air, and of course with Waddle's speed getting downfield, just blowing past rushers and defenders and stuff, it was easy for him to catch that. And he also ended practice with a 10-yard TD reception from Tua. And Waddle, again, he's looking very sharp out there, and he's wearing like a visor now, so it's helping I guess keep his, the light and stuff out of his eyes and everything. And not to mention Eric Eznakuma also had a good day, and he made a couple contested catches, one in particular from Skylar Thompson with Tino Ellis draped all over him. So Eric Eznakama's out there shining as a rookie, and he's doing his thing. Teddy Bridgewater, and he had a very good practice again, and that was the second day for him. He completed like a 15-yard pass to Tyreek Hill, Waddle, River Craycraft, and Raheem Mostert. I mean, he was passing the rock around. That's what he was doing. He also made a good deep pass to Braylon Sanders, who is significantly making a name for himself as a receiver that must be accounted for when we start doing that 53-man roster there. And Braylon Sanders, he did drop it. However, Braylon Sanders is still on top of the undrafted wide receiver chart, making a name for himself. And it's weird, Bridgewater hasn't thrown an interception, in several days now, and it's pretty good, and Skylar, by the way, he actually threw his first interception. I know yesterday, he had an interception up till today, so he threw his first interception. But hey, that happens. It happens. The run defense, the defensive line of the linebackers held the offense at least on a half a dozen runs to very minimal gains. Menginko, Duke Riley, Christian Wilkins, Melvin Ingram, Zyler, all of them had notable stops there. Um, Noah Ignohabi and Verone McKinley. McKinley had an interception off Skyler, and Noah had a disrupted interception off Tua. And it was unclear if Noah made a clean catch on the ball, but whatever. He caught it. He made an interception, and that's good for Noah. I like to see what more Noah has in his skill set there. I mean, coming out of Auburn, I really had high expectations for him. Some of the plays of the day, again, McKinley, undrafted rookie from Oregon. He dived in for an interception of Thompson. It was the first interception of training camp, actually for both players, for Skyler and McKinley. So that's good. McKinley, got that interception there. He's looking to make the roster as well, and doing plays like that, he's definitely gonna put some eyes on him. Tua, Teddy, and Thompson, all of them dropped passes, into a net from 45 yards away. Spectating the crowd, and Tua was pumping up his fist, and the crowd was just like going crazy. And after the second time, he hit the net, okay? And Bridgewater, he accomplished that again as well. So, they had a little competition with the quarterbacks, and dropping the rock in the nets, from 45 yards out. And that's good because, right there, that's your accuracy, being displayed. Rookie tight end Tanner Connor, a wide receiver out of Idaho State. Now, he's a wide receiver, and they made him a tight end. So he made a long catch from Thompson. He has had 3 long completions over the past 3 practices. He's making a strong case for himself to make the practice squad. However, though, he could be Gesicki's replacement. I mean, he shows up. He could be Gesicki's replacement. We don't know yet. But I will say this much. They did convert Tanner to a tight end for a reason. Okay? Now, Noah, again, he got that break from Tua, and he appeared to intercept it as he dove to the ground. It was kind of like unclear, if he caught the ball, because that pass was intended for Waddle. But, it's like one of those catches, like, did it hit the ground? Did it not hit the ground? But either way, Noah came up with the ball. Isn't it common? He jumped up. He caught a 45-yard pass from Skyler, on that route that he beat Tino on. And he's like, 6'2". He uses his size very well. And he uses that, he has that method to where he stacks the corners, right? And that's good. I mean, that's an old vet move right there. Some of the notable things that was going on, center Connor Williams continued to have some difficulty with the snapping. It does not surprise me because that man is a guard. They need to go ahead and get J.C. Tretter in there, like I'm thinking and like I'm saying. All right, but once again, there's a few of them that was high, but not a lot. 2 overthrew a few passes, including one to Waddle and another to Cedric Wilson. And he underthrew Hill. Tua was like 1 for 4 in the first set of like 11 drills. Chase Edmonds catching that only completion in them drills. Then he threw a quick pick to Noah on that second set of 11s and failed to connect with Hill on a long downfield pass, with double coverage. Xavier Howard broke up a Tua pass on a 3rd down. Now, what's kind of wild about that is because there's a quote in there on Twitter, I believe that Omar posted, that it was saying where Hill is like saying, he hates when X is covering him because X be tying him up. That's some good news. I mean, that's phenomenal, especially with Tyreek Hill saying that, about X. And, X, of course, he's a superstar in his own right. And it's only fitting, it's like, paying respect due. I get it, On the positive side of things, Tua made 2 beautiful throws to Waddle for sizable gains, with both passes going over 20 to 30 yards in the air. Tua is threading the needle on one of them throws, and he ended practice with a 10-yard drop to Waddle in the end zone. And the pass was deflected, but, Waddle caught it, so That's how it goes, you know. That's how it goes when you got some skilled players in there, and that's what they do. The athletes, skilled athletes. Thompson, again, threw that first interception. He was very good. Otherwise, he completed like a 20-yard pass to Waddle and Connor for a long run, and 2 passes in the combo, who jumped over Tino Ellis to pull one and scored on a 45-yard bomb on the other. Right, Tyreek Hill, sizable gain on the running play, but Waddle had the most gain on the running plays when Waddle did I guess they were running reverses or something, and Waddle was doing, you know, he was eating up yards. He was eating up yards. That was good. Christian Wilkins had the orange jersey on today, and he was a good performer. He did what he had to do. In practices and stuff. And Chase Edmonds, he fumbled early in practice. Holland recovered. Holland was he was a takeaway machine over there at Oregon, so he's just doing what he did, right? Linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel in competition with Melvin Ingram has had a very, 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 very good camp so far. And with at least 4 sacks, he flushed Bridgewater out of the pocket with more pressure. Cornerback Trill Williams, he's up in the house too, and I'm glad we got him because Trill, he's low key. That man is something else. Should Byron Jones have another injury or something, I believe Trill gonna go in there and he gonna ball out. But he's in competition with Noah, for the number 4 cornerback job. You know, he had good coverage on Hill and a deep throw from Tua, and the availability report that was going down is Byron Jones is out, of course. Michael Dieter was out. Safety, Clayton Fenderlin was still out. Shedrick Redwine was out, and punter Thomas Morstead. You know, they weren't spotted. He wasn't spotted at practice. There's nothing. I hope there's nothing going on with Morstead. I'm wondering if that's why we picked up our new punter there, and I think that could be the reason why, running back Sonny Michel and linebacker Ingram and running back Mozart and fullback Allen participated in parts of practice. They didn't even go the whole practice, but they went parts of it. They have some maintenance programs, from their previous injuries and stuff that they're going through. All right. So it's like, with all that being said, we have good momentum going into Tampa. We keep it up, and like I say, we got 2 more practices before we head to Tampa, but we keep this momentum going and keep every step in sync with each other. We are really going to be in there dominating, and we're going to be going through preseason as if it was the regular season. And that's why I love Miami, because when we're on, we are on. And it's feeling like right now we are on. So with that, if you guys have any other questions, comments, statements, just drop them below for us. In the meantime, if you would, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Then just like, subscriptions, and you hitting the bell is going to help us reach our milestone so that we can get that merch shelf in our description there, and also have some polling functions that we'll be able to utilize at the beginning of the season. You guys look again at the top and see that channel banner there, and see the shop now button in the bottom right hand corner. You click that, it'll take you to our merch store. You guys can check out the t-shirts that we have artists working with us on making for us, and grab you a couple t-shirts and show up at the game with them. It's going to be a good look. You guys will feel fresh, and they're just really good looking t-shirts. And know that every Thursday we'll be dropping new t-shirt designs for you guys for the rest of the season. And you also get free shipping with that, so you'll know. And with that, I just want to say I love y'all. I'm out of here. Deuces. Fin fans up north, Fin fans in the south, to the east, and to the west. What's better than this? More of this. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to take a look at our gear. Clicking with the Fin Fan. You can check out the links below. And also know that your support with this helps our artists, and it also helps what we're doing here with Clicking with the Fin Fan. And the good thing about it all is you also get free shipping with that. So just take a look at the gear that we got. Grab something for you, your boo, significant other, your kids. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you.